Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. My name is Michael. Well, first of all, thank you for coming. I'll move back because the lights are loud. We appreciate you guys coming out tonight. And just a little bit about the show. First off, my name is Michael Judkins. I am a local creative out here in the Lehigh Valley. Pennsylvania. I'm also a mental health therapist, as well too for individuals, children, and adults. And with this particular project, Mrs. Wakefield, just a little backstory. Before I even go to the backstory, let's do house rules, right? So exit doors is right above us when you first come in and come out. If you need to use the restroom, please walk up silently up the steps. Right to the left of you is a little entranceway. You go right through there and swing around into the cafe, and the bathroom is right on your left-hand side. So you'll be able to use the restroom if you need be. If you have a cell phone, please just put it on mute. Just for the performance, because of the importance of the performance, we want to make sure everybody is attentive and be aware. So let's talk about the story, right? So there was about, I would say, December of 2020 going into January of 2021, I was doodling creatively on a piece of paper, and I came up with 3 free writes. And one of the free writes was called Passion. Another one was called If I Had a Choice. And another free write was called I Kept Walking. And as a creative as I am, how these pieces came about to me, I was like, wow, this feels like I can make a project out of it somehow. So I put it on the side, and I always had it in the back of my head, and I didn't know what to do with it. And Darcel and I got together again because she performed in one of my other productions, another stage play I did, a larger stage play, and she was on board with the play. So we talked about it, and I said, listen, this is an experimental monologue, the creation of a new character, and see where it goes. It's an experimentation of fiction and nonfiction merging together and seeing what we come up with. And the real creative spark about this is because when Darcel took my free writes and she immersed it into her own and put elements of her own life into it. So creatively, we just created an interesting character in Mrs. Wakefield. And from the very start of the conception of this production, I said, I want this to be a small, intimate experiment with just a small crowd of people just to watch this. And just to see this character and see what this character's been doing, the development of a new character. Hence the little cards I gave y'all when y'all first walked in, right? With the little pencil, if you can, that's voluntary. I'm not forcing you, it's voluntary. Write a comment after the show, whatever your thoughts or feeling is, where you see the character, wherever you want to put. You could put it, oh, this would be a great stage play, a great short film, a great web series, whatever you see it as. It could be nothing, right? We all have, but as creators, we take everything. So this was the essence of this particular project. And it means for us as creatives to be creative, right? And being in a space where we can be creative. So that's a little bit about the creation of this Mrs. Wakefield. And Darcel Gibson's playing Mrs. Wakefield will deliver such an amazing performance. You guys will enjoy it. Again, thank you so much for coming out. If I don't stop now, I'm a talker, as you probably can see. If I don't stop now, I will continue to talk. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys coming out and experiencing this experimental monologue. Again, thank you, and have a great night, okay?
I'm known as the lady in the window. Mrs. Wakefield, that's my name. I'm known around the community as the nosy lady. You see, the community is a group of people compacted with all flavors of the rainbow. That's why I sit at the window. I sit at the window not to be nosy, not to spy or catch a lie. You see, I have a story. My story wasn't always the lady as free sitting in the window. My life was filled with passion, choices, smiles. My story begins. Nobody knows the pain I'm in because they don't know my bitter end. The woman in the window. They only see what they want to see, and they stop seeing me. I cannot trust any of my friends because they don't know where I've been. I cannot ease this pain. Man, it's driving me insane. I am so lost out here. Where did the time go? I don't know what to do or where to go. I married a man who I thought God sent to me. I thought that he would protect our family. But instead, we got stuck with a man who despised our presence. After we got married, I wasn't allowed to talk to anyone. I lived in a world of fear because Jack, my husband, had taken away my confidence and the beauty within. When I came home from work, he locked me in the house. He tortured me by calling me hateful words and beating me until I wasn't conscious. Jack called me ungrateful, and I could not express how I felt hearing those hateful words. When Jack and I started a family, he wanted to name our kids. Oh, of course. He named them after his favorite brands of alcohol. The twins, Captain Morgan and Tequila Rose, Hennessy and Irish Rose, our home was shattered because our kids told the school about Jack's abusive behavior. What's in this world filled with so many disappointments? When my sons and daughters do not understand why daddy beats on them and their mother, or when they're overwhelmed and can't get out the words to tell me how disappointed they are in me. Each teardrop keeps falling down their faces. It's like a painting in a dark, distorted state of mind as their dad is killing and destroying our hopes and dreams. Each time I found myself in the hospital, I blame God for not coming to my rescue and not changing Jack to be a better husband and father. Please explain it to me. As I lay on the kitchen floor, I keep finding myself crying and hoping God would just end my pain. And every teardrop that falls on that kitchen floor, I gotta clean up. gets home from his business meetings. And every teardrop that falls down my face, I can feel my face hitting the cement wall. And I can't keep holding on to this lifestyle that I have been accustomed to living. Oh, why? Oh God, why? Where's my kids? What happened to my kids? I can't take it. Oh God, I can't do this. I can't go on. Oh. 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 If I had a choice. If I had a choice. If I had a choice. Why did I choose this? Is this the love that the Lord above promised me? If I had a choice. I fell in love, so I thought, love with all my heart and soul. It wasn't enough. So let me tell you this part of the story. You caused so much pain in my life that it felt like I was began to cry out in my despair, hoping someone would find my voice, pick it up, and bring life back into it once more. I cried each time that my head was being bashed on our living room floor, or the many times that you called me a no good whore. Wow, you had a gun to my head. I began to drink about 4 years ago. I didn't want to drink any vodka or cut myself, but I needed something to ease the pain and to numb my whole life. I would have one bottle of vodka in the morning and another one at night, but I still could not hide from Jack and the community. At that point, I decided to eat my way out of my marriage. But you beat me if I ate anything out of the refrigerator without your permission. So I started cutting myself to ease the pain. So many nights I prayed, hoping someone caught my tears, gently put them in a jar, and placed them on a shelf for safekeeping. You didn't notice any of the scars that you left on my body or the ones you left on my heart. You just kept beating me. I realized that you're just a wolf in sheep's clothing, hoping no one would find out about your dirty little secret life as a cold abuser. It seemed the only time that you were happy was when you were trying to strangle me in the middle of the night. I tried to tell so many people about the abuse, but my voice was buried amongst the dirty laundry. My life is meaningless to you since you ran off with my mother's best friend. You left our kids with a hefty garbage bag of heartache and despair. I want to forget, but I cannot. When I walk into a room, paranoia took over, and I became a raving lunatic. All because I put my guard down. Fell in love with a leech. Yes, I said leech. Jack sucked the life out of me until I became almost a lifeless shell of a body who could not speak up or defend myself. Jack, you became my worst addiction. I had no bank account. Because all the money I made working at Shawlaw Retail went to my husband. So you could spend it on yourself and Rachel, my mother's best friend. I wore the same clothes for 14 years. And her kids were lucky if they could get money for school lunches or sports camps. You wouldn't help me with any of the bills, even though you were the one holding all the money. I'm tired. Of living like this. Does it matter? It doesn't matter if you person has any, it doesn't matter how many degrees a person has. Because abuse doesn't go to a specific address or income status. I found it came to my address. And no matter how many times I try to tell someone about getting beaten, times about getting verbally abused and getting beaten every day like an old worn washcloth, everyone blame me. I can't conform to what the world may want me to be because I will stay a broken vessel and a slave to those deadly words and my abuser. You are my biggest fear. Each picture of our happy family have been torn into little pieces on the floor. Now, I look at empty picture frames on the wall for all to see. You like my steps? I learned how to walk away. Walk away from the confusion of a broken heart. I was a torn person, seeking outside pleasures, keeping me distracted and saddened. My path was completely blocked. Not a clear road to look ahead. I kept walking, but it wasn't easy to take that step. You get the drift. As I am standing here, wiping away my tears, dear Lord, I thought of you this morning, and I wondered if you heard me all those years crying out to you as I get beat every day, before and after work. I needed to confide in you about the way my life has been. I've been waking up each morning in despair, hoping you were near. Were you wiping my tears? Will you reach out and grab me from this place? Or make sure you lend an ear on the days when I couldn't walk from all the beatings? The situation between Jack and me was supposed to be a love made from heaven, but I've been living a lie. In my despair, Lord, you heard my cries on the mountaintop. As I searched my closets, in my purse, within my social network, I couldn't find you anywhere because I wasn't looking for you at all. Nor did I believe that faith could hold a candle to my abusive husband. Find a way to be myself again. And to renew my faith in the process. What? Made the situation worse when Jack sent me a beautiful bouquet of flowers with a note saying, I'm leaving you for Rachel, your mother's best friend. When you get home, pack your bags and get out. I was so embarrassed. I threw out the flowers. There's so much garbage that I was vomiting at the mere sight of looking at Jack. I do understand. Things happen in life. But shackled by my sick-minded husband's idea of who I should be? I have no time to be playing the victim's role. wearing that robe of fear with the noose of shame wrapped around my neck. Lord, I wanted to smile and live again. Whatever the case may be, I gotta move on. I gotta get my life together. I gotta believe that there is hope on the other side of the rainbow. I realize you just have to walk away. You see, that's why I sit in the window. Yes. Victory. No more abuse. Oh, God, thank you. See my kids again. See my kids. Leave. Oh God. Couldn't wait for him to leave. I'm a new woman. World, here I am. I'm back.
This is an experimental monologue. I just want to thank Alex, who played background and also stage manager. Several productions for me, always a trip with me. Miss Tamara, who played background and anything I need as far as a supporter, always a dedicated creative in the area. Thank you always, Tammy. Miss Darcel Gibson, the wonderful actress that took this on for this role. This was a challenge. I wouldn't say a challenge. It was a journey because it mixed a lot of different emotions and Darcel did a magnificent job and growth over these couple of months, creatively growth. So that's what being creatives are, is expanding ourselves and doing that. So thank you again, and thank you again to the team. And good night, everybody. Please, if you take a few minutes, write any comments down. Would you see this in a play? Would you see it in a short film? You liked it, you love it, whatever. It's about expression. There's a box right outside on the table on the left, on the green table. You can place the cards right there. And on the playbill is my contact information. If you want to shoot me an email, shoot me a text, shoot me a call, say hello, or start following me. You can do that as well too. And again, have a safe night, travel safe, and thank you for coming out to see Miss Wakefield's experience. The first time ever Mrs. Wakefield, a character. Thank you so much, guys.